I'm sorry, are you addressing me? Because your authority is not recognized in Fort Kickass.
Dr. Bones, Dr. Bones, Dr. Bones.
Hi, this is Bahar.
Hi, this is Jim Levat.
We are Coleus.
Hi, this is Andy Roman from Elm Treason.
And this is Bobby Steele from Elm Treason.
This is Joe Butts.
One.
What's happening? This is Joe Sharps and the Loving Cards.
One.
Hey, this is Julie Gibb.
Hi, this is Jono
This is Jess.
from Living Dead Girl. And
Hey y'all, this is Michael Daughtry.
This is Mr. Susan.
This is Mike from 1-in-5 and you're...
One.
Hey, this is Brian from One Man Standing.
Hi, this is Maddie.
This is Peter. We're Polaris Rose.
Hey, Dave here from Grasscutter.
One.
Hi, this is Sam from Run Coyote and you're listening...
Hey, this is Leslie
And Jason.
of The Sweetest Condition.
One.
Hey, this is Vanilla Wife, and you.
Hey, this is Nate from Shape of the Sun and you're listening to Dr. Bones on New Music Saturday.
Right on, and welcome to Music Saturday. It's myself and Mike from 1-in-5. Brian from ONEMANSTANDING will be joining us in about a half hour or so. So first off, Mike, what's going on, buddy?
Life is good. We're having a lovely time listening to some good music. And I was just thinking earlier, as I was listening to some of the bands, I was like, there's a few good gigs coming up as well I'm looking forward to going to. So, yeah, all cool, man. How about you?
Pretty good. And speaking of gigs going to, there's one next Saturday, but I'm going to pass on it, and I'm going to go to the bigger show because Gypsy Ghost will be playing Fitzrays. They're playing a free show next Saturday with Water Baby. And Water Baby was a band that opened up for With a Fox last Friday.
Oh,
And
yeah, brilliant.
they're a cool band, and I know I've seen it a few times before, but February 24th, Gypsy Ghost will be playing a big show at a place called Rum Runners, which is where With a Fox played. So that's the show I'm going to. It'll be on a Friday, so I can go with a bunch of friends to see that. So it'll be pretty cool. So I'll try to get some like live footage. We'll do like Instagram, Snapchat, all the fun social media. Speaking of social media, Facebook, the great people they are. I had a Facebook page, not a fan page, but just a page called Doc Bones, for my stuff. And all of a sudden, they're giving me a hard time. All of a sudden, the Doc Bones name is a problem. And they were sending me, they were sending me emails saying, just show us proof that you use this in daily life. I said, I'm not sending you a bill or anything like that with a main name. I don't have to prove this to you. You got everything you need. So it's been an argument for the past week. That's why right now it's inaccessible. So I'm just a little annoyed with them.
That's unbelievable. What they want you to prove that you're called Doc Bones.
Right, because I said this is not a business page. It's not this. It's not that. There's been nothing of that kind of nothing that goes against the Facebook rules. So there's been no nudity, no nothing that's offensive, blah blah, and on. So it's like, and this isn't a business page. I'm not trying to make money off this page. This is just like, and so I've been arguing with them, going back and forth. So not very pleased with them at the moment. But that's besides the point, because I'm not going to let something like that, some form of social media drag me down, because it's not worth it. I mean, it's like, I know it's today's age, but I got other social media. So you know what? And when it comes down to this, they can go where. So.
That's it.
To put it nicely.
Yeah, well, screw them. That's they're the ones missing out.
Exactly. So Mark Zuckerberg's got billions of dollars, and
Well, yeah. Maybe he's not missing out that badly.
Yeah, exactly, right? So first up, we're going to get to another new band, and this was from you, Mike. We played one by them last week, and like you said, these guys are they're really good. So we're going to go with Juxta, so I'll let you cue this up.
Excellent. Well, Juxta is they are doing wonderful things. And I actually spent a few hours this afternoon with JJ, the main guy from Juxta, and a good friend of mine, Andy Vokes. He's a music or band photographer. We're doing a photo shoot for Juxta. I'm helping him out promote his album and launch his album, which will come out. I'll come on the date now. I have to look that up. That's embarrassing. But in about 9-10 weeks, that's due to drop. So we're just getting some nice photos and stuff, hanging out. And the more I hang out with the guy, the more I realise just how cool he is. The album's fantastic. This is a really proper, just old school punk tune, really. And there's a whole range of stuff. There's some really industrial influences on the album and all sorts. And it's all about raw energy, and this is the most energetic track I've heard in a long time from anyone, to be honest. So it's really cool.
Right on. So let's start up here with the Juxta, and this is Growing Old Disgracefully. Dig this.
1, 2, 3, 4. What does she know? She shut your face and drink your Pinot. I don't want to grow up, it's pointless. I don't care if you take the piss. 'Cause I'm going on disgracefully. Got your business to leave with me. Going on disgracefully. Gotta do it to the very put your feet up and what you do. Let me make you a cup of tea. Let's book a nice saga holiday. You gotta be bloody kidding me. 'Cause I'm going on faithfully. None of your business, I'm leaving me. Going on faithfully.
Right on. That was Juxta with Growing Old Disgracefully. And you know what? Like you said, that was a good solid punk tune. And you know, like right when they start off, you can just kind of picture the forceful guitar, and it reminds me a lot of like old Sex Pistols, to be honest with you. I mean, that was a great tune, you know, like kind of Sex Pistols mixed with a little bit of Ramones, but you know, like just like a solid tune, and you know, the lyrics were kind of funny, and just the way they're presented, like I really got a good kick out of that.
Yeah, definitely. And you know what? Punk is all about attitude. It's almost like it's not even about the music or the way they dress or anything else, and all the things that we kind of associate it with now. Punk back then was attitude and attitude alone, and that song has got bags of attitude, and so is that whole album. So I will be pushing that album massively. I'm going to help him with the launch, and kind of it's one of the things I do outside of ONEMANSTANDING and things like this is I do a little bit of work with bands on music marketing. So we're going to spend some time really kind of pushing this, because frankly I think more people will need to hear about Juxta. They are fantastic.
Well, you know, listening to them too, you think Obviously you think Attitude, that sort of thing, and obviously back to Sex Pistols because out of all the punk bands they had the most, and you think with Johnny Rotten and Sid Vicious, those two alone, even if they didn't really make music, they're probably following anyways, just because they were such dicks, but in a good way though. He might have been a prick, but he was right most of the time. With stuff he said, so it wasn't just attitude. Just he was essentially speaking the truth and speaking stuff that people did not want to hear.
I think that was it. It was just honest, and it was all this kind of la-di-da, everything's okay, and someone stood up and went, everything's not okay. There's a fascinating interview that the BBC, I think it was, refused to broadcast at the time. But it's been released since, where he calls out Jimmy Savile. So I don't know how big that is globally, but here, Jimmy Savile was a really famous person who was just, it turns out, unfortunately, it turns out after he died, so he can't even be pulled up on it properly. But there's been huge inquiries and all sorts, and hundreds of people were molested by him and all sorts. It's really, really horrible and really grim. And it was one of those things that was kind of covered up, and a lot of people knew about it. And the Sex Pistols kind of called him out and went, "Look, we've seen some of this stuff, and we don't think it's right." And they didn't broadcast the interview. And now it's all come out. That's broadcast. But they were so on the ball. It was about honesty. It was about it's okay to say things that aren't okay, if you know what I mean. Oh yeah. And it's attitude. It's
for sure. And you know what? I can't remember what year it is. It's obviously in the 70s, but there's a one time where the Sex Pistols really kind of stuck it to the government, where they were on a boat floating on the River Thames playing "God Save the Queen."
Yes, that's right. Yeah. I think because there was a thing. I think it might have been the Queen's 50th, and whatever that is, it's a golden thing or something. Is the Sex Pistols 25th? So it's their silver jubilee and the Queen's golden jubilee. So basically, in other words, the Queen came onto the throne 25 years before 1977. Well, that isn't that good, whenever that was. And so their first year was her 25th year, and so it tied in with her 50th. I think was the last time they did it. I think there was something similar back in the day as well. But yeah, it's just proper balls. I love that sort of stuff. It's kind of punk is. I don't really play punk music like in my band, but it's an innate kind of thing. I think if you grow up listening to that kind of stuff, it doesn't matter what you go on to do. You're always a punk at heart, and Juxta, I think, just epitomises that attitude. I think they've got it in bags. Well, and it's a nice. The thing about them is it's kind of some of their stuff can be quite dark, and some of it can be quite kind of light, and that's quite light-hearted in a lot of ways. But it's also got a bit of meaning behind it, and it just balances it really well. It's a cool tune, and all of those sorts of bands like the Pistols and the Ramones and all the others. In that genre, they are kind of innate within bands like Juxta, which I love.
Right on. So next up is another band that you submitted today. This band's called La Flamme. So why don't you give this one up?
La Flamme. Now La Flamme. I have an ongoing discourse with Kieran from La Flamme about whether they're garage or punk rock or whatever, but give them a listen, see what you think. Basically, they're brilliant, whatever genre you call them. And this is a live thing that they put out recently. It's a track live EP that came out a couple of months ago.
Right on, here we go. Excuse me. Here we go with La Flamme, and this is Broken Hearted Sons.
It's called Broken Hearted Sons. Your broken-hearted sons. Your broken-hearted sons. Oh yeah. What is done?